He's been around a while, and he's out of Switzerland. Is that
all the difference?
Should have got better position on that red in the centre.
Ronnie and Sullivan's.
Could have a wonderful temperament for all we know.
There's one thing for certain now, he's going to have to get a better length with his...
One.
The pack to get position on the black in the opposite corner. Now decided he didn't fancy that, but
9.
he didn't play that too well.
Bully the boys that's down low in the rankings, you know, early on up in the reds. Can't blame him. Wasn't clean.
That's why obviously he's a big favourite. And to underline that...
Trump was playing. And he said there's two things you've got to get right when you play out there. It's about it. You're trying to struggle for the 20 break and he knocks 100 in 5 minutes or something. Long reds in it.
20.
Hasn't really been given a chance yet, has he?
$34. $41.
To get position.
49.
I think he's missable. Oh, right in the heart of the pocket once again, but because of the difficulty of the pink... Well, there you go. That's the talent of Ronnie O'Sullivan. Difficult pot, not to him. 63 points to lead, 59 remaining. So Alexander fancied a bit of table time.
61.
And of course, in a way, that this is what the opponents who play Ronnie for the first time are half expecting him to do anyway, aren't they? Which doesn't help.
Jake.
If you could talk about his break building, that I got to be honest, he was a wonderful potter. He always has been, and they don't talk too much about that. Although he makes the break, Ray Reid, and he made a big difference to Ronnie winning the World Championship there.
77.
Helped him. Just look at positions where it wasn't just a case of playing the up and down safety, but looking where you could put the cue ball to cause your opponent problems. Now I'd say we'll see a century here, but you never know. We should be all right now because there's no reds to bring back up on the table for the referee. Perfect on the yellow. Green and brown for the ton.
$96.
Well done.
100.
And what's that? Century, career century, 994. Absolutely superb.
105. 111.
What can you say? Absolutely.
Judd Trump, and then losing 4-0 the following day. But let's carry on with this one then, and Ursenbacher to break in frame 2.
They still keep putting the cue ball in the same place for the break-off instead of moving it across the balk line and changing the direction the ball would come. Ronnie didn't like that one that well. No, and then needs to get a tight safety here behind the green. It's a bit better. Much better.
Wasn't too well a couple of months ago, but thankfully he's on the road to recovery. I think everybody was suffering from the old. Another weak safety. Mind you, it's a tight squeeze this. There's not all the pocket available. Oh, well, he didn't need all the pocket.
1.
You see, Ronnie's enjoying it with him anyway. It's giving him a bit of confidence.
Fire up a little bit more interest. As you can see.
Call the game before the game. It's from a bit of the golf. I always read safety and shot selection and. I enjoy doing articles, you know.
I've it so many times. There's not a day you don't learn something new.
If you want to.
If you want to, yeah. If you listen.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Asking a question now of Alexander to try and find that baulk cushion. Mr. Red.
And a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
Right, so you can play the run through off 2 cushions for the black to the middle.
The reason Alexander missed that red is back, so he had to hit it very thin, and then of course they didn't hit the ball. That's what Ronnie does to them, because he could have played a containing safety, but he's not around it now, there's no doubt about it, Simon.
Just the pace.
O'Sullivan, 8.
He didn't come straight enough on the red, so he had to force the cue ball through the reds, and how good you are when you hit them that hard. You've got to be right in the heart of the pocket.
And blue's off its spot, so you have to do a bit of hard work here. Needs to go. No. You have to play and get on that red and then get the black on this spot, but he's a bit short of pace there. Well done.
6.
It's always more difficult when you run out of position and you get a more difficult shot. That's better. Much better. Maybe 100 coming up here, John?
9.
Yeah, I think he'll just be happy to win the frame at this visit.
10.
That's what he's got to do if Ronnie makes any semblance of a mistake. Got to punish him. And that's a nice positional shot.
8.
Just a trace of right-hand side, what we call reverse side, to get on those reds. Tried to force it in.
26.
Nicely done. He's taken these well, you know. I think he's got a good temperament. I've watched him play a few times.
33. 34.
Touch here if he's going to play for the... Well, he's trying to play a little cannon, it appears. Didn't catch it quite right. Didn't play to cannon that red. He wanted to
41.
run past that one and kiss the one on the right hand side, so just got... Can he do it now? 17-point lead. Nicely played.
42.
But of course now that's noticeable. The brown isn't. But he's cued that nicely. Couldn't have cued it better. Excellent shot.
46. 47.
1st chance he's had, really. Didn't score a point in the first for him, but he's doing well here.
54.
A great
55.
chance now to draw level with Ronnie O'Sullivan. 31 points in front. Just needs the red after this black. And once again, perfect position.
62. 63.
Safe now.
Yeah, very impressive. Okay, he played a few positional shots that weren't inch perfect, but he recovered well. Top quality snooker. Could see that century you talked about, Terry.
Well, he's a good player. Yeah. It's just a matter of how many chances you get against Ronnie, isn't
70.
it? And but he's certainly taken everything out of this one. He doesn't have to get 100. He just wants a frame on the board. Oh, not quite.
Ursenbacher, 73.
Sullivan stays in his chair.
At the next round and then possibly the quarterfinals tomorrow. But let's go back in.
So Ronnie gets frame 3 underway. And yes, he knows if he can get round the back of the black, while he's digging in, this makes the pot so much more difficult. Trying to swing it round. Yeah, it's just the pace you have to inject. He's kissed the blue. But he's not left anything that easy. Makes the pot twice as difficult.
It is thicker than that. It would have gone off the red then into the pocket. Wasn't easy.
One.
Round the black and have the black available into both corners. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes about that. So playing for this red, he'll be able to swing round the back of the black and the red to the left of it. If it's a fraction too hard, he'll be on the pink.
7.
Nice shot.
He's not on the red he wanted. To the right of the pack. He got a wrong pot here, but bridging's going to be slightly awkward. Didn't like the right-handed one, so he's off to the left hand now. Needs a nudge. Oh, not quite. You can see just about get through that, past the blue there.
Gotta control this cue ball nicely.
One.
Well, just about. Right in the heart of the pocket. And they're all confidence builders, these shots.
7. Eight.
A very close positioning, I must say, in the last frame when he made that 70 break. Good quality
16.
stuff. Pointing him doing, you know, that sort of thing with the rest there with full pace, trying to screw the ball back half ball. It's like pushing the boat out a bit.
23. 24.
It's a good chance, this.
30.
It's intended red.
$37.
Oh, another delightful recovery shot. No hesitation. Perfect on the black. I would say
A little bit tighter.
Side the blue this time. Well, so interested in getting the right side of the blue. What did he do?
52.
Took his eye off the pot. How many times do we see that? So Ronnie comes to the table unexpectedly 35 points behind.
And he showed a replay of the shot and possibly cost him the frame. We'll have a look at that later.
Nine.
Ronnie will still have to...
$17.
Just got a slight angle to play for that red. Just below the pink, but nice angle on the pink.
$23.
Play the cannon. Got the cannon. Couldn't have played it much better. Problem is with that when you can. Now, what sort of an angle has he got? Thinner on the black than he would like. So, good cueing needed here. And got wonderful shot. So 1 point the lead, up to and including the blue, and this will really hurt Alexander Ursenbacher. He was just a couple of pots away from winning this frame.
$41.
But fair play to Ronnie. Having been given this unexpected opportunity, he's jumped all over it. Just the blue needed to go 15 points in front with 13 remaining.
$50.
Then goes to pink.
56.
Well, we had 100 from Ronnie, 118 in the first, 70 from Alexander Ursenbacher.
Massive turning point. 2-1 up to 2-1 behind against Ronnie O'Sullivan. Huge difference.
You never get the chance back again. That's the problem, that's the pressure. There's only 2-1 down, mind. He hasn't lost the match yet. He turned that pot down on the right there because he'd have to cannon into the red below the black, so just played a good safety. It's not quite that.
As you say, he couldn't avoid the kiss on the red near the top cushion. And funny enough, you were talking about Mario Burney, one of the great amateur players in Welsh snooker, and he always used to say, you've got to be fair to your own play shots that aren't on. Well, nice to see Ronnie there, playing the correct shot. Good line, a little bit pacey.
He used to say he never liked snooker, but he loves it. Who wouldn't love it when you play the game?
1.
Tends to make the game a bit easier than... Well, it's a screw back on the green. It's dead straight, should be okay. Oh, it's gone too far. Oh, gentle shot here, not the easiest of pot. Well done.
5.
He's okay, he can just pass the game with past there. Past the other red. I thought he was all close now. Keep his focus on what he's doing rather than what. It's okay.
20.
Just got it far enough up the table to drop this in and get on the black.
29.
Maybe a few others it may go, or at least they're easy to split. He's going a bit further up for the one by the pink.
36.
Oh no, he was never going to get
37.
through there. That's another job, I'm afraid.
If on the cue ball at all. There's a good chance it's gone. But to be fair, he's followed it and made more there. No.
Foul. Lewis.
Well, you know, get off the table, sit in his chair and leave it to the referee.
Yeah, as you say, didn't put any pressure. As he flicked it this time. Ooh, Alexander play this and we'll just show you. Sometimes, obviously, you can't blame the referee because they want to get in close. Just have a quick look. Here's the last bit of it. What's the lights on the ball? They never move.
Just shaved it, I think, John.
Yeah, no doubt he hit it. But the lights on the balls is a theory gone out.
I don't think. But if he's going to play the screw back, it's going to make it a lot more difficult. Told you it was more difficult.
1.
Beautiful shot.
Here, it could be the frame winner. He's got a nice angle on the green. We didn't get into it enough.
Closer to this red, a better angle. He's potting him anyway.
5.
And he split a few reds there now. He's still thinking about that. Success. That's 94 for Sullivan. That's very good.
12.
remaining. So just looking for another red and a colour.
Top players and tramps in the world, you know, when you get an opportunity like this and the balls are wide open, you think, I better not miss now. Unless to be
Inch perfect. He left the first chance for formality.
They're well set, the four reds. 68 in front. 75 now. He's flying the flag for Switzerland, there's no doubt about that. He's he doesn't want that one back. That was a lovely shot. Hello?
Well, I don't do a Ronnie.
49.
Oh, you put him off then, John.
Lost this match comfortably already, you know, with the way young Ursenbacher has played. So it's been a very good standard, and let's hope it continues. But very good match indeed.
Yeah, I like all those sentiments. Excellent stuff. But Ronnie won't.
I'm not sure.
They're playing under these conditions more often than, say, we used to do in our day. I mean, you'd play maybe a few tournaments a year. Will it drop? You play slightly different, but a lot different from the tables you play at probably in the snooker club. Take your eyes off the pot. Plenty of power needed here. Oh, well, he's decided not to play that. Well, that could be...
Oops. Another quick one put in.
24.
He's all right, though. Well done, sir. Could have rolled up to the green, many a player would have, but... needs to stick to his natural and his decision of what shots he's going to play. No point in rushing.
42.
Match table. Never underestimate the underdog.
Fifty.
But he played it. Now. No.
Looks like the...
Yeah, it's not just the pot, it's the bridging as well as making it awkward. Dead centre.
1.
Score in the last frame. No. I was just about to say there's pressure on that. And now
He's been sitting in the chair for a long time and hasn't had scored many points. Watching this young man playing well. He likes a ball colour.
1.
Cleans a whistle.
Yeah, and just the red needed. And Ronnie O'Sullivan will need a snooker.
4.
Well, what a shot this could be. And this young man is just going to be one frame away from victory.
12.
Which is pretty good. Doesn't mess
19.
around. Okay, there's been one or two shots which weren't exactly his best of 7 matches.
26.
You can get into a rhythm, anything can happen, and that's what's happening here. Doesn't matter about the black, Ronnie will concede.
Here, Alexander Ursenbacher with a chance to win this game and knock out the 4-time Welsh Open champion.
And he's good length there, and he's got it. Difficult for Ronnie O'Sullivan. I'm not saying he's going to miss it. But he did. Tough one it was.
Red. Everything has improved since that first frame. And he's knocking the balls in.
1.
Nice and clean.
That's nicely played. Choice of 2 reds, a great chance. He's hitting the ball nice now, you know.
7.
It's always the same in this game when you're playing one.
I think there's another thing to remember. When you do get a chance, it's easier than it would be against some people.
13.
Get the black into play.
These days it's...
He's in the rest, and he's playing for the red in the same pocket as the black. Well, yeah, but it seems a few times, wow, he's played a little cannon. Yeah, you could be right, because I happened to look at the shot clock, and he was, well, he's now down to 21 seconds a shot. Prior to that, he was 24.
28.
So, yeah, he's just quickening up, and of course he's on the verge of, well, an unbelievable victory. If he can hold himself together. And that will be the big test.
It's again a good length, and I felt he should have covered the reds with the yellow there and opened them out a bit. You know, O'Sullivan isn't going to play a good safety back and put you in the similar place. There you go. Where the top players, the O'Sullivans, Mark Williams and all them, you know, that's at the top of the rankings. They come into their best time here now, even if they're struggling. You know, they're going to be dangerous. You give them half a chance and the balls are gone. That's the difference between winners. Angle here. He has to get out for the black. Or even the blue.
28.
But he's just flicked past the green. Okay, he may have left the... He's got to get it. That was tough. Now where's the red going to run to? He's left on a mid-distance red.
One.
Oops, that needs to slow down. Oh, he's jointing it. It had been the wrong shot. I don't know what he played then.
7.
Potter. And he's played it again. It's very positive, and best of luck to him, but...
On this red, but so close to the cushion. It's tough. It was always going to be tough. Easier than this, but this is all he's left with.
Falls off, please.
It was a tough one. Lon, this could be a match winner. It's in.
Oh no. No, no, no. Much too thin. This
Yeah, we in the commentary box can think that. Keep your thoughts under control and your focus. So this is a chance for Ronnie.
Four.
But he can't afford to miss.
5.
And you'd think, wasn't his pocket for about 3 or 4 reds? Okay, and he felt he was perfect on the green to play for this. Struggled in there. Wasn't clean. He'll settle for that. Okay, he can play up for blue or yellow.
17.
Once again, we see a red that's a little bit.
you can't handle pressure, John. You may as well go and get a job. But who's going to hold up here? Looking good at the moment.
Yeah, just a couple of
0.7.
shots early on in this visit that struggled the way in, but now in perfect
0.8.
position. And you wouldn't expect him not to make the most of this and take us to a decider. Just 8 points behind now.
34. 35.
The yellow was missable, the blue wasn't. Well, he could, and he's got it.
What a great shot that was. Oh, the frame. Oh,
5.
a little bit too far there. Difference is 12, so he needs brown and blue. Tell you something, if he
9.
doesn't win this frame, it'll be really needs the blue. 16 in front.
Ursenbacher 20, frame and match.
Well, unbelievable, and Ronnie having a nice word with him, but he'll be very disappointed, will